Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to this video. Today we're going to be talking about Binance coin. Most of you would know the ticker symbol is BNB. Now, 𝗕𝗓𝗪, the CEO of Binance, he has been in the news lately for a few reasons. Now, I'll firstly want to talk about two things. So, on Binance US, there is a very big discrepancy in price. So, Bitcoin is trading a few $1,000s under the current market value for Bitcoin on different exchanges, right? And that goes the same for Ethereum. Ethereum's trading like a $200 discount at the moment at like 1,600, whilst it's currently traded around $1,800 to $1,900 on all your other different big exchanges like Coinbase, KuCoin, etc., etc. Now, he also laid off about a third of his staff, around 1,000 employees. Now, the chart here, I've been talking about this chart for a long time, and I do think a lot of people are going to be, essentially shitting themselves once it breaks the way I believe it's going to break. Now, I've been talking about this bear flag for, a numerous amount of weeks. Up here, I was saying if it gets up to around 357, short the hell out of it. It just fell, $7 short of that level. Broke below this resistance support trend line, flipped into resistance, and then we had that big collapse. Now, this is the scary thing. It's been holding underneath this bear channel as resistance. So we've just been forming essentially another bear flag within this bigger macro bear flag. And what I don't like is if we were to break below this $210 level, which I've talked about before, that is the line in the sand. If it breaks that, it's game over. His coin is going way down, okay? You had this 3-bar surge on the weekly. Now, we do have some support trend lines coming in down here, one at around $65. Remember, this is upsloping, so, whenever this collapses, this trend line is going to be upsloping. So, if it's January of 2024, we're talking about a $70. So, only $5 difference really. And then you've got a lot more support around this $45 level. So before the bull run in 2021. And then worst comes to worst, if we were to experience a large capitulation wick, I do think we potentially, if, tomorrow it was to hit it, we're talking about $22.3. So as you can see, massive supply demand zone down here. This is the average, essentially the average price people hold, or they brought and sold BNB at this price. So we're talking between around $5 all the way up to around $45. But on average, the average holder is around $15. So they're still up hell of a lot percentage wise. We're talking, around 1,400%. Now, I'm not sure whenever this gets triggered, $210, that to me, that is going to be when it's gone. Now, I've also seen some people on Twitter mentioning that the funding rate on, like Bybit, all these leverage derivatives, places where you can go long and short with like, 100, 200, 250x leverage, the funding rates are like, I believe way in the negative. So there's a lot of people going short at the moment. So could we potentially experience a short squeeze? We could, but the chart isn't really suggesting that at the moment. If we were to break back above this channel, which sits at around $256, then, I think that in the short term, it's avoided the doomsday scenario at that $210 level. So if we flip onto the daily, you can see it just keeps acting as resistance, right? You can see perfect resistance. It's just been shopping down here, forming a bear flag. Now, when this happens, you could, I think there is going to be a very good probable chance that it's going to catch a bounce at one of these support trend lines. I also made a video about Trust Wallet token. I shorted it when it was the only coin that was rallying during the crash in 2022. It was making all-time highs while every other crypto was down the drink. I got a lot of hate for it, and I put all my things up on CoinMarketCap, and within 5 days, it collapsed 50%, right? So it had a bearish rising wedge, and I said, guys, I'm going short. I timed it. I was just shy 10 cents from the high, and then it collapsed. Woof, you know, essentially, you know, like Dan Peter went microsecond down to nothing. And it is starting to hit my long-term support trend lines as we speak, and it is catching a bounce. So I do want to say this chart looks very eerily similar to the Trust Wallet token. And remember, Binance, the CEO, he owns Trust Wallet. Like, that's where lots of people, you know, they brought Safe Moon and stuff back in the day. All those shitty meme coins that are now, you know, garbage, going to zero. No one talks about them anymore. So I want to leave this video short and sweet. $210, that is the line in the sand. If we break above 256, it's avoided the doomsday scenario event for the short term. Short term. You know, that's not to say, you know, it could get back up in here. Like I said, I mentioned we could see a short squeeze. It goes in the opposite direction. How long? I don't know how long it's going to be. But, you know, there is a lot of people shorting right now. So either big money knows something and, you know, they know he's doing something dodgy, fraudulent behind the scenes like FTX. So just keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you smash the like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. 𝗕𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧out. Peace.